All right, let's talk about a match that was honestly just historic. We're breaking down how the Mumbai Indians didn't just win a game. They completely shattered a long-standing curse with a chase for the ages. So let's get right into it. The Kolkata Knight Riders put up an absolute mountain of a total, 221. Look, on pretty much any other day, a score like that's game over. It's meant to crush the other team's spirit before they even pick up a bat. But yeah, this wasn't any other day.
And just to pile on the pressure, Mumbai Indians had to walk out there carrying this massive weight of history on their shoulders. You see, they hadn't won their first match of the season since way back in 2012. That's a long, painful streak of starting every single tournament on the back foot.
So, that brings us to the big question, right? How on earth did they do it? With that much scoreboard pressure, with all that history working against them, how did they pull off such an unbelievable win against a team as strong as KKR? Let's break it all down. Okay, so first, you really have to appreciate the scale of the challenge MI was up against. KKR came out with one simple plan: bat Mumbai completely out of the game from the word go.
And man, their innings was just an explosion of aggressive batting. Their captain, Ajinkya Rahane, led from the front with a brilliant 67, and he got some serious backup from the young Krish Raghuvanshi, who smashed a fearless 50. They were scoring so fast, it felt like a total of 250 plus wasn't just possible, it was pretty much a given.
But, just when it looked like KKR was about to run away with it and post a truly impossible score, Mumbai found an answer. The entire momentum of the first innings started to shift, and it was all thanks to one crucial performance in those middle overs.
And that performance came from Shardul Thakur. In a game where runs were flowing like water and most bowlers couldn't buy a dot ball, he stepped up and totally changed the feel of the innings. 3 wickets for just 39 runs. Let that sink in. In a match where over 440 runs were scored, figures like that are absolutely game-changing. Tucker wasn't just the best bowler, he was the reason MI were chasing a target that was even remotely possible.
So how did he do it? Well, it was pure tactical genius. He just took all the pace off the ball. He was bowling cutters, slower balls, digging them into the pitch, and it completely messed with the rhythm of the KKR batsmen. He broke those key partnerships and basically forced the power hitters to do all the work themselves, which choked the scoring right when they wanted to hit the accelerator. Even the commentators were all over it, saying he's got that golden arm, this incredible knack for grabbing a wicket right when his team needs it most. His spell was the difference between chasing 221 and chasing, say, an impossible 251. All right, so the stage was set. It was a massive target, for sure, but not an insurmountable one. And the way Mumbai Indians came out and responded, well, it was just breathtaking. This is where the match was really won.
The entire chase, the whole victory, was built on one single colossal foundation: that opening partnership. What Rohit Sharma and Ryan Rickelton did, it wasn't just about scoring runs. They attacked from the very first ball and made a terrifying target look almost easy, sucking all the pressure out of the situation.
148. That was their opening stand. In a chase of 221, a 148-run start is, well, it's almost unheard of. It basically broke the back of the chase and completely demoralized the KKR bowlers before anyone else in the middle order even had to put their pads on. And it wasn't just one guy. It was a perfectly balanced attack. You had Ryan Rickelton just exploding for 81 runs, while Rohit Sharma was somehow even more destructive, smashing 78 off just 38 balls.
They were just trading blows, completely taking apart the KKR bowling attack.
And right in the middle of all that chaos, Rohit Sharma hit a huge personal milestone. He brought up his fastest ever 50 in the IPL in just 23 deliveries. A knock like that just sends a clear message about your team's intent from the get-go.
So let's just walk through the key moments here. Just after the power play, Rohit hits that blistering 50. Before we even get to the halfway mark of the innings, they've already got a 100-run partnership. But then, a huge moment for KKR. In the middle of this absolute onslaught, their captain, Ajinkya Rahane, has to limp off the field with an injury. And that was a massive, massive blow for Kolkata. It turns out Rahane was dealing with severe cramps. So suddenly, Rinku Singh has to take over as captain right in the middle of a firestorm. Talk about pressure. He's trying to manage a pretty inexperienced bowling attack that's already getting hammered. That leadership vacuum just created chaos at the worst possible time for them.
So, when you put all the pieces together, what's the final verdict? What were the key things that really tipped the scales and gave Mumbai Indians this incredible, historic victory?
Ultimately, it really was a perfect storm, wasn't it? You had that monster opening partnership that set the whole thing up. You had Shardul Thakur's incredible bowling that made the chase possible to begin with. And then, on the other side, KKR was really hurt by an inexperienced bowling attack that just buckled under all that pressure. A situation made so much worse by their captain's untimely injury. And here's just a quick look at the top performers. I mean, you can see the pure dominance from MI's openers, Rikilton and Rohit. But you also got to give credit to Rahane for his fantastic innings for KKR. And of course, to Shardul Thakur for those absolutely game-changing bowling figures.
And so it all comes back to this one fact. A record-breaking chase gave them their first opening match win in more than a decade. They didn't just break the curse, they absolutely demolished it with a huge statement win to start their season.
Which of course leaves us with one last big question. After a performance like that, a clinical chase against a massive total and all that history, is this the year that this Mumbai Indians team is just unstoppable? I guess that's a question the rest of the league is going to have to figure out.